Have you ever stopped for a moment, looked around, and thought about how far you've come? You've lived through decades of change, witnessed history unfold, and gained a lifetime of wisdom. But as the years go by, it's easy to wonder, how well are we really aging? What makes someone in their 70s or 80s stand out as a rare gem? If you're watching this, let me tell you something. The fact that you're here, engaged, and seeking ways to keep growing and thriving, that already makes you special. But today, we're going to dive even deeper, because if you can still do these 8 things, you're not just aging, you're thriving in a way that many people only dream of. Let's start with something simple yet powerful. Can you get out of bed in the morning and start your day with energy? I know that might sound like an easy thing, but not everyone in their 70s or 80s wakes up feeling ready to take on the world. If you still feel motivated, if you still look forward to what the day brings, that's a gift. It means you have purpose, and purpose is one of the biggest secrets to longevity. You see, people who wake up with a reason to move, to connect, to create, those are the people who live not just longer, but better. Maybe your purpose is tending to a garden, caring for a pet, or calling a loved one to brighten their day. Whatever it is, if you still have that drive, you're ahead of so many others. Now let's talk about movement. Can you still go for a walk without feeling completely exhausted? Maybe it's a stroll around the neighborhood, a quick trip to the store, or even dancing to your favorite song in the living room. Movement is life. It keeps your blood flowing, your muscles strong, and your mind sharp. I know some people might say, "Oh, I don't move as fast as I used to." But that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're still moving. And if you can do that, if you can still take steps forward, no matter how small, you're proving that your body is still working for you. And let's not forget something just as important, your mind. Can you still have a good conversation, recall memories, or learn something new? The ability to think, to reason, to enjoy a good joke, or remember a loved one's birthday. These are treasures. And if you still have that sharpness, if your mind is still engaged, you are far ahead of so many others. Some people believe that memory loss is just a normal part of aging. But here's the truth. The brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. So if you're still reading, writing, playing games, or simply keeping up with the world around you, you are keeping your mind young. But we're just getting started. There's something else that sets people apart as they age, something that makes a rare gem shine even brighter. Let's talk about that next. Now let's talk about something that often gets overlooked, but is one of the strongest indicators of a truly exceptional aging process: your ability to adapt. Life is constantly changing, and as we get older, we see those changes happening all around us. Technology moves fast, the world feels different from the one we grew up in, and even the way people communicate has shifted. But if you can still adapt, if you're still open to learning new things, trying new experiences, and embracing change, then you are truly a rare gem. Think about it. How many people resist new things just because they feel too old to learn? But not you. Maybe you've learned to use a smartphone, send messages to your grandkids, or even watch YouTube videos like this one. That willingness to stay engaged, to keep up with the world instead of shutting yourself off from it, is a sign of resilience. And resilience is what keeps people thriving long into their later years. But adaptability isn't just about technology. It's also about attitude. Can you still laugh at yourself when things don't go as planned? Can you still find joy in simple moments, even when life throws challenges your way? A flexible mind and a positive spirit are what set apart those who age well from those who struggle. If you still have the ability to roll with the punches and find the silver lining, then you are doing better than most. Now, let's shift our focus to something deeply personal: your relationships. Can you still connect with others, hold meaningful conversations, and maintain friendships? Loneliness is one of the biggest struggles for many people in their 70s and 80s. As we get older, our social circles often shrink. Friends move away, family members get busy with their own lives, and it's easy to feel isolated. But if you're someone who still picks up the phone, who reaches out to others, who makes an effort to stay connected, you are keeping your heart and mind alive. Human connection is not just about avoiding loneliness, it's about fulfillment. It's about sharing stories, laughing together, and knowing that you are not alone in this journey. If you have even just one or two people you can talk to, if you still cherish the company of others, then you have something truly special. And here's something else that makes you extraordinary: your ability to be independent. Now, independence doesn't mean doing everything by yourself. It doesn't mean refusing help when you need it. What it does mean is that you still have the confidence to make decisions, to take care of yourself as much as possible, and to navigate your daily life with a sense of control. Maybe you can still cook a meal, pay your own bills, or manage your own schedule. Even if you need a little help sometimes, the fact that you can still take charge of your own life means you are ahead of many people your age. Independence is not about being alone, it's about feeling capable. And if you still have that feeling, then you are truly living, not just aging. But there's one more thing that truly makes someone in their 70s or 80s stand out: a sense of gratitude. And that's what we'll explore next. Gratitude. It's a simple word, but it holds an incredible amount of power, especially as we age. If you're in your 70s or 80s and can still look at life with a sense of appreciation, then you have something truly rare. Life hasn't always been easy, and you've likely faced your share of hardships, loss, setbacks, health challenges. But despite it all, if you still find reasons to be grateful each day, you are living with a kind of richness that no amount of money can buy. Think about it. Do you wake up in the morning and appreciate the warmth of the sun? Do you enjoy a good cup of coffee or tea, feeling grateful for the simple pleasure of a quiet moment? Do you look at your family, your friends, or even a kind stranger and feel thankful for their presence in your life? Gratitude is not just a mindset, it's a way of keeping your heart young. People who live with gratitude experience less stress, better health, and even a longer life. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on what's good, even in the middle of challenges. And if you can do that at this stage of life, you are truly extraordinary. But gratitude isn't just about what you feel, it's also about what you give. If you're someone who still finds ways to give back, whether through kindness, advice, or simply being there for someone who needs you, then you are making the world a better place. Maybe you share wisdom with younger generations, or you lend a listening ear to a friend who's struggling. Maybe you volunteer, help a neighbor, or just brighten someone's day with a smile. The ability to give, even in small ways, is a sign of a life well lived. And that brings us to one of the most important things of all: your sense of purpose. At this stage in life, many people struggle with feeling like they don't have a role anymore. Maybe you've retired, maybe your kids are grown, and you're wondering, what now? But if you're someone who still wakes up with a sense of purpose, whether it's tending to a garden, creating something with your hands, learning new things, or simply being a source of love and wisdom for those around you, then you are not just growing older, you are still growing. Purpose doesn't have to be something big. It can be as simple as having a reason to get up in the morning, something that brings you joy or fulfillment. And if you have that, you are ahead of so many people who feel lost as they age. So let's take a moment to recognize just how rare and special you are. If you are in your 70s or 80s and can still do these things, adapt, connect with others, remain independent, live with gratitude, give to others, and find purpose, then you are not just aging, you are thriving, and that is something to celebrate. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing that keeps you feeling young and engaged in life? Share it in the comments below. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that helps you live your best life at any age. Here's to growing older with strength, joy, and purpose.